In a world where AI seems to be the magic bullet to all of our problems, are we missing the point? This week, I talked with Dan Guido, a cybersecurity expert, to unravel the true nature of AI, beyond the hype, the myths, and the confusion. Is AI really the intelligent force we believe it to be, or just a sophisticated probability generator? If you haven't had the chance to listen to the conversation I had with Dan, I recommend that you do so because it was a really good one. So the key here is we have to understand the nature of AI. And AI, as we're referring to, is the generative AI, which is the large language models that we've been hearing about often. And it's often misunderstood as possessing deeper reasoning or understanding. It knows what we're going to do and it's going to decide what we need to do. It'll think for us. But actually, these AI systems work. They're sophisticated prediction machines. They generate responses based on statistical probabilities from their training data. So in effect, it's a probability generator. So what does that mean? The LLM, or the AI, as everyone's calling it, will produce an answer that has a high probability that you will be happy with the answer. Whoa. To me, that's dumbfounding. When I realized that that's what AI actually is, it changes the way I see it and understand it. So the illusion of AI's reasoning ability leads to misconceptions about its true capabilities, okay? And it's been shown by many experiments where slight alterations in input can drastically change an AI's output. And the example that Dan talked about was the teacher put in, here's a request in the prompt to do someone's homework, and they put in there, the homework assignment had all this stuff, and then put in, says something about eating oranges. So a lot of students didn't pay attention to the directions. They just copy and paste it into an AI, and then the output had a bunch of oranges in there when there's nothing related to the conversation or to the AI output. So AI does exactly what you do it. It's like any computer. What you put in is what you get out. So dumb in, dumb out, smart in, smart out. So it's all about AI being a tool and not the solution, okay? So AI is a tool with specific strengths and weaknesses, okay, rather than a one-size-fits-all solution. And that's what a lot of people are misunderstanding about this, is that one tool can't do it all. Just like a carpenter has a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver, and various different types of saws. So it all depends on what they're doing, a level, okay? So the successful use of AI requires a system that can verify and validate the AI outputs, okay? And that acknowledges that AI does not always provide the right answer, okay? And we got to stop assuming that AI is always going to give us the right answer. And it's very difficult to do if you don't know what you're talking about or what you're looking for, okay? So for the effective application, AI should complement existing tools, not replace them all. And they should be used in areas where it offers unique capabilities beyond current technologies. For myself, I have probably, in the end, I got about 10 different tools that I use for different types of reasons and for different purposes. One has to do with content modification. One is about research. One is about trying to figure stuff out. The other one's actually where I could put all my content, where it actually trains that AI tool to understand me. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. So being the magic bullet that one magical tool is going to do everything makes no sense, okay? Now, the other thing that a lot of people get trapped in is that users must possess a fundamental understanding of their field to effectively leverage AI, okay? As it does not replace human expertise or creativity. So if you're going to do a bunch of work and a research on, it's no different than Google. You got to make sure that what the output is giving you is accurate, and you have to have an understanding of that topic for you to know if that information is bullshit or not. And trust me, I get a lot of bullshit from AI. Every once in a while, the AI will just decide to not really do anything and pay attention to what you're requesting. It gives you a lot of crap that makes no sense. And you've got to have a fundamental understanding of the field that you're researching or doing. So be careful with that, okay? Yes, AI I use it to enhance my productivity and my efficiency. But only you is capable of discerning the accuracy and irrelevance of the output, okay? So you can't turn your brain off. You have to use your brain to make sure that everything is in line, that the output is proper. This is what I like about all this AI stuff, is that it's all about enhancing your productivity and efficiency. It's no different than Word when it came out with Word, Word correct, whatever spelt wrong. Word check. Sorry, word checking. That's AI. That's an artificial intelligence. Hey, that word is spelled incorrectly. Here's a recommendation. So that saved us time, made us more efficient, rather than pulling out the dictionary all the time, make sure we had the proper wording. Okay, even to the point where grammar started becoming checking automatically. Okay, and it's just like any other tool or no matter engineering, we have this problem. Structural analysis tools. People become over-reliant on the software or the AI. Just because you think you put in the right information, do you have the right results? If you don't understand how to interpret that results, then most likely you're going to have errors. And depending on the profession and depending where you are or what job you have, that can have tremendous consequences, okay? And with all this, if you over-rely on technology to do all the thinking for you, this leads to many errors and human oversight, and the critical thinking is not applied. And that's where the danger is. People are stop applying critical thinking. But if you're a smart person, critical thinking will never be stopped. You'll never end it. We can use these tools and dramatically increase our productivity and efficiency by making these critical thinking. So we need to understand how AI is being used by you. How is AI a great tool for what you need to do? Okay, so what I really liked about the conversation with Dan is the huge thing for me was the fact that AI is just a probability generator. It generates an answer for you on the probability. Sorry, let me rephrase that. AI just generates an answer that has a high probability that you will be happy with the answer. And if you don't know what you're looking for, well, I guess you're always going to be happy with the answer. And a lot of times it could be wrong and misleading. So I hope you had the chance to listen to Dan's conversation, because I thought it was a really good one. And Dan knows his stuff. And I want to know, how do you use AI? Are you using it as a productivity tool, enhancement, or are you just hoping it does everything for you? Send me an email at André@theimpulsivethinker.com. I would love to hear how you use AI. So thanks again for learning with me, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.